A 13th Bitcoin applicant has just filed for a spot BTF. Who could that be? Well, make sure to stay tuned to the video because I've got a lot of stuff I'm going to go through with you guys here in this video, besides for looking at the charts very, very quickly. So I'm going to fly from A to Z. Stay here tuned with me. I'm going to go as quick as I possibly can. So I hope you guys can hear me. I hope I'm not going too fast, but nonetheless, welcome back to the Crypto Bliss Show. I'm Kiara DeCash. Thank you for being here with me today, guys. Rocking on, nearly at the 1.2 subscribers level. Thank you to all of you. Make sure if you're watching this channel and are not yet subscribed, that you please go ahead and subscribe, because you guys know that they are suppressing the algorithm, especially for cryptocurrency channels. And I am one of those, as you guys can see, but we make our own narratives. So let's make sure that together as a community, we come together and build together. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Okay, so there's a lot to share with you. So let's fly right through this. Guys, you know you can hit my Bybit and Bitflix links down below. If you guys want to trade with me, I'll leave those pinned down in the comments below for you. All right, so the cryptocurrency market cap today is sitting pretty chilled. If we want to go and look at it, it's kind of down 0.7%. So it's sitting the same as what I did in terms of my videos for you guys yesterday. So this one and this one over here. Pretty decent, not much moves. Bitcoin is down 1%, Ethereum down 1.4%. So you can see it's just busy chopping sideways at the moment, guys. It's really not all that. So you have Gorilla and Cap and Zio Network all pumping. I mean, look at those pumps. Crazy. Guacamole, 73%. Crazy pumps out here, guys. Anyways, Morales Money Bubbles, IOTA is pumping like crazy too. And IOTA's pumped a good 36, 37%. So guys, come over and check out the Morales Money Bubbles. You can see here that there's a lot of stuff in the red. Once again, get more accumulation in the red. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just get more accumulation in the red. Super simple. So some of the ones that are pumping today, I mean, they're not pumping like crazy. IOTA is the only one that's really pumping a lot. I mean, 5% in crypto is not a lot these days. So you guys know the deal. So some of the crazy news, I'll touch base on that now. But this is some of the economic indicators. We have the Swiss KOF leading indicators coming in. German unemployment rate and German unemployment rate here. If those, excuse me, guys, those will affect the markets. Then you can see here, USDC has got the OPEC meeting today. That's happening at 12 o'clock my time. And then finally, the CPI for Euro News will move the market, undoubtedly so. That's going to shift the market. Unemployment rate there. And GDP quarterly for India is going to move the market also. And then later on today, we have core PCE, initial jobless claims, plus PCE, and personal spending all across the states, plus Canadian GDP, Euro President Lagarde speaking, ECB's Enria speaking, FOMC Williams speaking, pending home sales, ECB Supervisory Board, Jonick speaking, and then German Baba speaking a little bit later on today, and then Fed balance sheet a little bit later on. So guys, there's a lot of volatility in the markets out there today. Be cautious while trading using my Bybit and Bitflix links, but it's a time to make money, so let's do it together. I've been showing you guys all my videos. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I've been posting a lot of videos about trading and how to work on your trading side of things. So tomorrow, then we have the ISM manufacturing PMI and prices, and Fed Chair Powell speaking tomorrow. Atlanta Fed GDP now, and US Baker oil rigs plus total rig count. That's all tomorrow, and CFTC crude. So there's definitely stuff that's going to be happening over today and tomorrow. So you want to be cautious watching these markets out there. But some of the awesome news: Bitcoin ETF race gets the 13th entrant. BlackRock revises ETF model. Pando's ETF bid comes as several spot ETF applications draw closer to a final decision deadline. So Swiss asset manager Pando Asset has become, excuse me guys, excuse me for yawning, an unexpected late entrant into the spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund race in the United States. So like ETF bids, okay, so here we have a late entrant into the spot ETF race, Pando, who already offers crypto ETPs in Europe. ETPs are electronic traded programs. Yeah, so very, very cool here, right? So Panda is applying, and I think that will contribute to all of this stuff, and that's all in Europe. So that makes things a little bit easier and better. Guys, I'm so sorry, I can't help yawning here at the moment. Let me have some water. All right, let's go. Back at it, guys. Back at it. So CME Bitcoin futures show investors betting on 40K price. Definitely coming so true, guys. Bitcoin gets whale games warning as BTC price eyes the 40K into US data. Okay. So boom, boom, boom. We pumped, we dumped. We had a little bit of a thing. Things are going on here. FedPal, Bitcoin meets macro data. FedPal at key price point. And basically, that doesn't mean that J-Pal's speech can't be the catalyst that sends BTC price past 40K, especially as we see bid liquidity coming in about 37.5K. If you aren't prepared to sweep the local lows between now and then, you haven't been paying attention to how these whale games tend to play out. So, BTC is on an upward trend. It's still respected in clean higher lows, exactly where I expect it to occur. Just need the higher highs now and the volume supported break of 38 to 40K resistance. Guys, it's coming. I don't know about you, but it's freaking coming. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So don't miss out on this opportunity because we've just had a 13th Bitcoin application from a Swiss-based company, asset manager, and now the news around Binance, just by the way, so this is from a few days ago, but is Binance 4 billion settlement the green light for Bitcoin spot ETFs? It is a high possibility. Okay, here we go. Lots of chat on this BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, and rightfully so. BlackRock more or less is the US government. They've also received approval on 575 out of 576 of the applications. And then, is it a way for BlackRock to acquire massive amounts of SIC of BTC for cheap, he asked. Is it a way to remove competition from US markets right before the ETFs go live? I don't know, guys. I don't know about you, but what happens if BlackRock would, yes, they own Coinbase, but what happens if they start buying out Binance as well? Because Binance is technically the biggest, and it doesn't matter if they own the competition, right? Because if they're owning both, and their model is Bitcoin, then it doesn't matter because they're making money from the transaction fees on the exchanges, whichever exchanges they have. I would like to know from my community, do you think BlackRock would secretly in the background be buying some of Binance because they've now been able to flush out CZ from the system, who CZ is a very straight sharpshooter in the Bitcoin and crypto space. So let me know what you guys think about that, but it seems like, yeah, Binance DOJ settlement and SEC spot Bitcoin ETF approvals are mutual. You see what I mean? So there's a lot of noise out there, but there's definitely some stuff happening behind the scenes that we are not really aware of. Now, I want to go and show you this video quickly from one of our fellow YouTubers, Crypto Zombie. And he basically found this video that pretty much describes what the likes of Bitcoin are at this point. Let's go and listen to it.
And this is the beauty of Bitcoin. And I just mined it though. Well, but it tells you everything. I mean, if you want to know what's really going on, look at who's being persecuted and look at what they're saying and doing. So those words and those actions are the real threats to the regime. Obviously, these are not stupid people. There's a lot at stake. The whole world's at stake, actually. Your soul is at stake. And so if they're going after you, maybe we should take a close look at the people who they're going after. And the promise of Bitcoin, of course, I mean, as a non-Bitcoin expert, I'll just tell you my view of it, because I think it's true. The promise of Bitcoin is not just getting rich from Bitcoin. The promise of Bitcoin is you're independent of control by the people who devalued currencies since Rome, and they do it in every single currency is devalued because no politician over time can resist the temptation to print more money because it makes them more powerful. So that's just that's something that never ends. They always debase the currency, even digital currency. And they want to move to central bank digital currencies, so they get complete control of you. If you disagree with them, you can't eat. And Bitcoin offers really a way out of that. And that's totally indefensible. There's no way Jenny Yellen, who really is a very dark figure, is never going to stand up and be like, I'm against Bitcoin because it would disempower me and allow the average person to have a little bit more control over his own life. Never going to say that. She's going to be like, terrorists use Bitcoin. Really, terrorists. By the way, any terror group she names has absolutely, without question, received funding from the U.S. State Department at some time or other, if I could just say. Which is another way of saying, you have no moral standing to lecture me about anything. You are my servant. Please be quiet as I go about my life. That is the right posture. And the fact they shut down your bank account just tells you everything about how you're underrated.
So I don't know about you guys. So shout out to Crypto Zombie there on this finding this video out there. But this was incredible. He's so right about Janet Yellen being such a dark figure. I've been telling you guys that all of them are really dark figures. And the bull crap that they speak in public and in Senate and in Congress is rubbish, man. The way that these guys are talking about Bitcoin as being the terrorist and crypto being the terrorist funding. American dollars have funded huge terrorism projects. In fact, American dollars fund world wars, okay, throughout World War I, World War II, and currently the other wars in between everything else, okay? So don't believe everything that you hear from these dark figures because they are just literally trying to prevent you and the currency from growing. So they're doing whatever they can to possibly stifle the growth of it by putting out the biggest bunch of FUD, bull, rubbish crap. All right, guys, let's delve into some of these other things here. I have an incredible video here from Robin Sir. I'd like to just share this with you. So listen, let me just share this video with you quickly.
Norm of having a Bitcoin stack will increase till it's your standard savings account. And then on top of that savings account, you can maybe invest in a stock that you're passionate about, in your own project, in your own company, and you take out the saving side of investing, that the saving side should always be in Bitcoin, and the investing side should only be about investing in new ventures and not in saving. Like ETFs is a vehicle in our life we would not need when we would have Bitcoin, I think.
Yes, I totally agree with you that the more we go, the more Bitcoin will be seen as a savings account.
And I think the norm of having a Bitcoin.
Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So I don't know about you guys, but Robin Sir is correct here. I mean, I love his thinking. And Bitcoin will be the standard savings account because it's your hedge against inflation. Whereas, you know, a whole bunch of the nonsense about, he's right about investing. You know, it is an investing, but it is also savings. Check here from Kyle Dupes, one of my fellow South Africans. Shout out to you, Kyle. If this signal fires, then Bitcoin will go to 50,000, 17 hours to go. In other words, the Fed Chair Powell's speech tomorrow. Breaking. BlackRock met with the SEC's Trading and Markets Division yesterday regarding their Bitcoin ETF application. BlackRock presented a revised in-kind model based on previous feedback from the SEC's Bloomberg's so current in-kind redemption flow, revised in-kind preparity model redemption, places redemption order through AP issuer, approves order, Crypto borrows Bitcoin or cash to sell short or Bitcoin futures. Crypto delivers to MBD, delivers ETF shares to transfer agent via AP. So a lot of stuff, guys. Lower transaction costs, executions risk borne by crypto market makers instead of investors. Superior resistance to market manipulation. Removal of need for issuers to finance, pre-fund, sell trades. Reduction in risks of operating events. Simplicity and harmonization across ecosystem. Given significantly lower variance on how in-kind models can be executed versus cash models. Very beautiful. Wouldn't you say so? So now what you guys can see here is that, okay, all right, guys. So as you can see here, here's a chart from Stock Money Lizards. One are the all-time highs. Two are the correction and bear market rallies, which is here. Twos, as you guys can see. Three is the bear market. So the bear market low. Sorry, four is the bear market bottom. So fours are, where's the four? Where's the four? Where's the four? The four is here, the oranges. Five is uptrend and consolidation. So five is uptrend and consolidation, uptrend and consolidation, uptrend and consolidation. Six, the Bitcoin cycle. Take a look at the chart and see how Fibonacci time zones divide and predict the future price movements. So boom, 2,200%, 450%. What will this time be? Because 8 is the all-time highs. We are going to see Bitcoin pump hardcore. Now, guys, we all know about what we believe Bitcoin is going to do this cycle. So let's see. With another asset manager like Pando being added to the mix, that's 13 Bitcoin applicants that are coming into the space, let alone what else is going on in the space. So Bitcoin is green for the 7th week in a row. The last two times this happened, COVID crash, bounce back, start of bull run. So COVID crash, bounce back, 7 candles. So 1, 2, and I showed you guys this in my video yesterday. So if you guys were watching my video yesterday, I showed you about the 7 candles, the 7 green candles that we had already formed in this video. Go check it out over there. And see what that is all about, because we do have lots of momentum busy happening. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles, and then a rally. 7 candles. Are we about to consolidate? I mean, we are kind of consolidating essentially in price action at the moment anyways, but 7 candles, 7 candles pump, 7 candles pump, 7 candles pump. Guys, we're in for a pump, whether you like it or not. And here is why. Because BlackRock is currently pumping Bitcoin. A lot of Bitcoin buying pressure seems to be coming from Coinbase. Since Coinbase is the custodial partner of BlackRock, could this be BlackRock and the other investors in Coinbase? It's not only BlackRock. It's, well, yes, BlackRock owns freaking everything and a piece of all and all the rest. We'll know that. So that is definitely what's going on. And as you can see here, shout out to the Martini guy for these posts as well, and Stock Money Lizards for that post. As usual, really appreciate you guys lots. But the Bitcoin bull market has officially begun. As you can see here, the MVRV score, and if you guys like, we can have a little bit of a look at that as well on the charting side of things in a moment as an indicator. But here, this was the low. MVRV score started to go back up and then kind of capitulate and then pump. Okay, hover down here, go up, price action capitulates, and then pump. Go up, bottom, pump, pump, capitulation, C19 drop, pump, capitulation, kind of action. You can see that the MVRV score is actually growing here. So, you know, this is really cool. And I must say, that as you guys can see, the price is starting to move upwards. Okay, slow walking to fast running is how this happens, guys. So 2020, this is what happened. We pumped from the bottom up to the top, pulled back down in the bear market, pumped up, had the COVID crash. As soon as we broke out of this down-sloping trend, which we currently are at the moment, okay, we broke out, we retested, which is where I believe we'll have the crash upon the Bitcoin ETF launch. I think we're going to pump up on it, drop down on it, and then there will be lots of buy orders a little bit lower down. So let's see what that kind of price action is. But So let's conclude. According to the most named reason, Ethereum will most likely outperform Bitcoin in till the end of 2025. So I don't know about that, but at the end of this, you can see the price action that's coming out of this, and this is very, very strong. And as you can see, these charts are showing us the magic. So let's go and have a quick squiz at the Dixie. Dixie kind of consolidating since yesterday, but we've had a bit more buy action in the Dixie. So as I said, maybe we pull up to this level, maybe a little bit higher. Maybe it forces Bitcoin to kind of sit still at the moment, because as you can see, Bitcoin is really just sitting still. And essentially, guys, I just, we broke. So I drew this line for you yesterday. We broke that. We kind of broke down from it. So I'm going to remove that line now. And what I want to do for you is show you that that is now officially the new, like the lower time frame resistance area. And if we look at this, we're essentially making bull flags within bull flags within bull flags within bull flags. So, Bitcoin, that at this point here right now, okay, at this price level of the 38,400, 38,500, there are lots and lots and lots of short orders, and that's what keeps keeping this price down here at the moment. But as you can see, we keep tapping. The more you tap, it's going to break. So I would say that we would see a bit of a bounce off of this level here today, a breakthrough from this, a push back up to these highs, maybe one more retest before we actually get the next pump to the upside, guys. For me, this is where we start to go up on the Bitcoin price. So I don't know about you, but I would not be shorting Bitcoin at this point. And as you can see, there was my other flag that I drew out for you. We broke out, retested, pump, pulled back a little bit at the moment. The same thing is busy happening on the RSI indicator, and that is a little bit of a lower high scenario over here. But this is not very clear in this area here at the moment. And that's why it's sometimes a bit better to, when in doubt, to zoom out and look at what your higher time frame actions, price actions are busy doing. There is an extreme amount of support here on this red zone, guys. So even if we pull back down to here today, while the RSI kind of resets itself and the MACD resets itself, we will see some buy action, very, very strong buy action at this point, which is where I believe we'll get the momentum to break out of the top of this, taking us up to the 40, kind of the 40K pullback, and then up to the next levels, like I drew for you guys on the charts over here a couple days ago. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are about that down below. The same thing for the total crypto market cap. The total crypto market cap still chilling, still hanging sideways, still kind of just taking a breath of fresh air. And essentially that would be now the resistance level. So the resistance level is becoming less steepened, which means that it will become easier to break out of at some point. Now, as you guys can see, we created a W pattern. We broke out. We pretty much hit the target of the W pattern. We hit a double top. We pulled back. Are we doing something of a similar nature in creating more W patterns on the Ethereum chart and the Binance, the Bitcoin chart? And over here, as you can see, XRP is pretty much hanging out hard at the same levels here as they all are, guys. They are chilling, making higher lows day in and day out. Now, am I still in my trades? Yes, I'm still in my trades, guys. I'm going to still keep entering into my positions and making sure. So I got stopped out of my PIS trade yesterday, but I'm in my Veracity trade. My XRP trade, I will add more to my position today as it draws down a little bit. The same thing for my Ethereum, because it's now back at my kind of my entry level. So it will be still a good place for me to enter into more on these charts at this point. So for me, this is looking great. I would say the same thing for Dodge. I would continue to enter into my position on Dodge. Maybe I might consider to buy some more AVAX and definitely get a little bit more ADA. And if Bitcoin manages to bounce off of the levels that I was just telling you about, I will definitely be adding to my Bitcoin position. So make sure you guys are trading with me on Bybit down below and Bitflex down below. You guys can get some incredible bonuses there. Do not miss out on the opportunity. Love you all. Thank you for being here with me today. And I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Watch out for the news today and tomorrow because there will be huge volatility. But in the meantime, much appreciated.